Hey, Andrew Logan here. Great to be with you for another video. And today I want to talk about the process of turning customers into distributors, because it's one of the biggest questions people ask, one of the biggest challenges people have. How do I convert my customers into distributors so I can start growing my business with leverage? You know, enjoying that multiplication that we have when we have other people linking arms with us and growing a business as well. So I want to take you through this process and show you how you can do that, and just show you some of the language changes and some of the things you can say to really help speed up this process, and then you can actually take it further as well. So you can go from customer to distributor to business builder to leader. Like, we want to go through that process. So let's get a fresh sheet of paper. Now, I want you to think about your business like a funnel, right? An upside down triangle. Now, I have done a video that goes into this in a bit more depth and looks at your network marketing business as sort of 3 separate funnels and how to use those funnels to really grow an amazing business. Check it out, it's a couple of videos ago. You can just go back through. Maybe you need to pause this one, check it out, and come back to here, okay? Or if you've got this concept in your head, you'll be fine. Don't worry, we won't go like, you don't need to go back if you kind of get this concept straight away. But we want to think about our business like we've got up here, we're going to have, you know, a lot of customers, and we're going to have lots and lots of customers, and then we're going to have, you know, distributors here, and then we're going to have like these more dedicated builders, people who are really in action, they're getting to every event, they're getting on every call, and then right down the bottom, I'm going to have these amazing people called leaders. Now, of course, everyone wants to know, how do I find the leaders? Of all the customers, you know, I've got all these customers, but I really want to find the leaders in amongst them. And what we need to understand is we need to go through this process, okay? And we need to think about the business in this sort of way of an 80-20 rule. We're always going to have sort of 80% of people here and 20% of people down here. And of the 20% here, there's going to be 80 who are kind of distributing and building, and 20% who are leaders. It's that very small percentage at the bottom of the funnel. Now, I want you to think, and just kind of pause on that for a second. I want you to think like you start a new job, and say you walk into a new workplace and there's like 100 people in the workplace. Now, of those 100, there's going to be about 80 that, you know, you see, you say hello to, you might sit near them in the lunchroom or something, but you don't have that much in common with them. You might see them at the Christmas party once a year. You might talk to them once or twice a week. You know, you see them, you chat when you need, but that, you know, that's about it. Then you're gonna have this small group of actually the people you really get along with at work. People you hang out with, you might have Friday drinks with, you know, you might go out and, you know, do some fun social stuff with, all that kind of stuff. And then of those, you're gonna have this real core group where you actually hang out on the weekends. You spend all week at work together, and then you hang out on the weekends. And you might have 1 or 2 like really close work friends who end up coming to your wedding, end up being like really close friends. Your partners get along, your kids hang out and have sleepovers, all that kind of stuff. But of 100 people at the workplace, there's gonna be kind of 4 or 5 really good friends and 1 or 2 besties. Right? And that's going to be the same. And there's going to be this distribution here. It's the same if you went to a gym. You're going to meet a lot of people that you just know because you go to the gym. You'll make some friends with some, and you'll make some really close friends with others. It's going to be the same in your business. And the key we need to understand here is how you communicate with them is different. And we're going to take people through this process to turn customers into distributors, into builders, into leaders, by like walking them through the process, stepping them through the process, and changing how we communicate along the way. Because if we come back to this work example, like you think of like your 1 or 2 best friends and how you communicate with them. You know, you're chatting every single night. You work together all day, and then you come home and you actually chat on social media or over text. These people here you might add to your social media, but these people you're chatting to all the time. And the conversations you have are different. And you might be saying stuff to this person that you would never say to these people up here, because you're probably talking about these people up here. You're coming home and you're venting, oh man, I got stuck with Jane again, and Jane does my head in, and Steve like always says, you know, he's always showing up late, he's always leaving early, like what's going on there, right? We're having different conversations. If we come here and have the same conversations with these people as that we want to have here, things are going to go wrong. If you come in here and just start telling Jane what you think about it, if you start coming here and telling Steve what you think about him, things are going to go wrong in the workplace. Now, it's that same mindset and concept when it comes to turning your customers into distributors, into builders, into leaders, is that we need to have different conversations. You don't walk into a new workplace and immediately start rubbishing people. You wait until you familiarize yourself with people, see what common ground you have, see what you can get to know, and then you find the good friends, and then you have those people you can really bond with. So we want to take this process, right? So when it comes to someone who is a distributor, we don't need to give them the whole history of the company. We don't need to tell them everything that's going on. We don't need to tell them all the back end, everything about how, the company's owner was this and they do this and they do all that. Customers need to know how to use the products. Distributors just need to know, what? How can I get some money back? How can I help 2 people get started? What will happen if I just do these 1 or 2 things? Because distributors still have an active mindset. They need to know, like, if I do X, I will get Y dollars. So we're going to have that conversation with them. So for all the people who join the business, we're going to step them through and we're going to say, you know what? If you help 2 people join as well, you can get $100. Now your customers, they're not interested, but the people who are interested will say, okay, that's cool. I'm going to move from customer to distributor. All I need to do is just give them that stepping stone. That's the key thing. I don't need to tell them anything else yet. I'm just going to give them this little stepping stone and then wait for them to come back. So everyone that joins, here's your box, welcome to the team, and just want to let you know, if you bring 2 people with you, 2 people start with you, you'll get $100 back from the company to say thank you, or whatever it is. We're going to have a very simple one-liner like that. Now the people who are interested will step down. Once they've done that, wait till they've actually done it. This is like giving them, it's like a tennis match, right? Or a chess match. It's one move at a time. You do your move and you wait for them to come back. So here's my move. If you join, and bring 2 people with you when you join, you'll get $100. Okay, and some people are going to be interested. And then I'm going to say, you know what? You can do that as many times as you like, and you can help these people that you've brought in do the same, and they're going to get $100 as well. And we're going to start to duplicate. And we've got systems and tools, all these words, to help you with this, okay? Now again, what I want you to do is go out and tell Fred and Jane, who you've brought in, tell them that they can get $100 too if they bring 2 friends. Now if they don't do that, I can't help them any further. They can't become this great leader if they can't turn around and help 1 or 2 people repeat the same process. But some people will. Some people will select themselves down and come into the next level. And then we're saying, you know what? Now that you're helping new people, let's actually get you stepping up into leadership, right? Let's get you sort of running some calls. Let's get you actually, innovating. Let's get you kind of creating your own little blitz. Why don't you run the hour power call next week? Those sorts of things. We're going to talk to them over here about stepping up into leadership, as a verb. Can't have leaders without leadership. But if we tell this person, hey, can you jump on and run the call? They're going to run away. We need to step them through the process by giving them, a simple process here. And then the people who do that, we're going to duplicate. We're going to teach them how to duplicate. And then the people who can do that, and they're showing that they know what to do, they know they can show up and duplicate, then we're going to give them the next step and start getting them to sort of branch out onto their own. You know what, maybe it's time you start stepping up at the event. Maybe you tell your story at the next launch party. Maybe you get on and run the next Zoom call. We're going to start giving them leadership tasks so that hopefully they can work on themselves. And at the very bottom, the people come through here are these amazing leaders who can run the team by themselves, like they're solo, they're independent, and that's when we get residual income. That's the most important thing. If we want residual income, if we want to step away, we need to teach people how to run the business themselves, how to run this solo. Now, duplication system tools are great, but people aren't running it themselves until they go through a leadership process. So you want to think about all the people that you bring into your business, everyone that you speak to, everyone that you enroll, everyone who follows through your attraction marketing funnel or your formula or whatever it is you're doing. All these people who are coming in, we're going to help them go through this process, but we need to have different conversations. We speak a different language as we go through the process. And we think about it like that. I'm coming in, I've got 100 people here, I'm going to find those 1 or 2 people who I can have different conversations with. These are all following systems, tools, these are all following templates, all those sorts of things. And then you're going to find 1 or 2 people who are leaders. They're going to fall out the bottom of the funnel, and then you have residual income. And then take care of your money and don't spend it all too quickly. You'll also have financial freedom, which is the ultimate goal. So, as always, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you a little bit of extra guidance. And just remember, the worst thing we can do is overwhelm trying to turn every single customer into a leader. If we overwhelm them and tell them, you know what, this is the potential, you could be the next great big thing, you could be up on stage, all that kind of stuff. We want to do it because we're built that way, but most people don't want to. Most people want to live up in here, and we need to respect that. We'll find the good people if we work them through the process. Let's not overwhelm and turn these people away. Let's find the people who are willing to do the work. You move, they move, you go through the process, and you will have amazing, amazing systems and amazing business and amazing leaders. And that is my hope for you, that you can achieve amazing financial freedom through this amazing industry. As always, if I can help out in any way, just let me know. If you do need help, you need like a little bit of a roadmap, you can grab a copy of my book, The Way Out. It's going to take you through the 7-step process to launch your business, duplicate, find those amazing leaders, and then it's going to teach you how to actually put that money to work, how to invest it, how to really grow that empire and legacy. I'm going to run you through that process. So you can follow the links below, grab a copy of that. Otherwise, if you got value out of this, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. See you guys.